Hello and welcome to a brand new video. Today, instead of doing the game we have been working on, we are going to be doing a game that I have done before and have decided that I shall do work on it in this video. So, in case you don't know what this is my game called Jellyland, and some features are the player able to jump in, move around like most things. There are also enemies that try to stop you. The player can't actually directly kill them without a power-up. There's also secrets, like big coins hidden around the levels for the player as secrets to collect. There's also variations of the enemies that can make the game more difficult. And there's also a few levels currently. And yeah, so what we will do first is actually fix a bug that I've had in the game that has not been resolved yet, which is when you finish a level, it doesn't actually unlock the next level yet. So I have to now figure out how to do that. So a lot of difficult coding. I managed to fix the issue that there was about levels not getting unlocked. And I managed to fix the issue when you completed a level, it would not actually allow you to do the next level. As you can see, this is normal, but this used to say level 1 instead of 2. So now it's level 2. And yeah, all the bugs are now fixed. So now it's on to making the player progressively unlock power-ups throughout the levels. Because I don't want the player to have every single power-up right at the start of the game. The player has to unlock the power-ups to use against enemies as they get better and better. Which will be the next thing that will be very difficult to code in. Okay, so after all that coding, which took quite a bit, now the code should be working for this. So if we collect some power-ups beforehand, we got shield. Now let us see what happens if we press E like this. So no visuals happen, but we now get shield, shield, invincibility, shield, invincibility, and invincibility. See, now it is all randomized. So now all that we have to do is create the pixel art for that. So we made the pixel arts, but also pixel arts. So, but we also have to have animations, which is not that hard to do, mainly using the animator that Unity has, and it will just have, it has its default pixel art, its used pixel art, and its animation pixel art. Now when we save this, it should do its animation. And there we go, that's the animation. So now we can actually do the levels now, so that we can have more levels. Alright, and then we will code in the boss afterwards, after all the levels. So each level for the game takes several hours to create, and each time I try to have the level be about a specific thing, like either like a certain enemy, or like a certain power-up, or a certain game mechanic. Like level 2 uses the moving platforms a lot in it. So that's its main thing that makes it challenging. And also there's always 2 big coins before the checkpoint and 2 afterwards. And I start with the basic outline of the land before adding in the collectibles, enemies, and decoration and backgrounds. So now that we have finished, no, so now that I've finished all the levels, I can now start on doing the final thing that's needed so far for main thing that's needed so far for World 1, which is the boss fight and its special enemy. But first, I have to start with creating its pixel arts and animations. So I will now do that. Okay, So now that I have created the pixel arts and each individual frame for the animations, I can now start on. We'll first make the enemy all ready to go, and then I also have to code in everything for the boss, which the boss will only contain 2 attacks, one where it'll jump towards the player, and a second where it will summon in 2 enemies and a power-up so that the player can defeat the boss. Okay, so after all the tons of coding, over 200 lines in that one script just for one boss fight, well, now it is fully complete with animations and everything. So now I will show you gameplay of the boss fight. How you defeat him is you grab the shields from that one attack and run into him with the shield. The enemies like messing around with the boss. And boom, the boss was defeated. These are the little peanut butter enemies. What? Why did he just leave? Whatever. Whatever. Well, I hoped you had a good time watching this video. And I will hope to see you in the part 2 of working on this game. Goodbye.